Let's get more on our top story and bring in Mehmet Akif Kirecci. He's the Dean of the School of Political Science at the Social Sciences University of Ankara and joins us from the Turkish capital. Thank you very much indeed for your time. So the ceasefire, well, holds very fragile. It's very tenuous. Do you expect it to remain that way?
Well, the situation, even after President Trump's dramatic explanation of the complete and total ceasefire, the situation seems still highly precarious and contentious. It's very interesting. The declaration of the ceasefire was very dramatic, but it seems that Iran, seconds before or minutes before the beginning of the ceasefire, attacked on Israel, and then Israel wanted to retaliate, and so on and so forth. I think President Trump is pushing hard in order to convince both sides the situation to continue as peaceful as it could be. But it seems that Israel is trying to make the opportunity that trying to cause as much fatalities to Iran as possible. And in each time that happens, Iran promises to retaliate. So I think we need a point of going out of this vicious cycle. That is where President Trump's leadership is needed.
Benjamin Netanyahu has said in the last couple of days that Israel was close to achieving all of its goals. An earlier contributor on TRT World said it appeared that Israel did not have clear goals. Although having viewed the conflict for the last 11 days, it would appear that that is a combination of foreign pressure, that is to try to remove Israel's ability to send missiles and indeed that nuclear program, but also a combination of social pressure as it goes after what Israel would see as the apparatus of oppression within the country. What's your assessment?
Well, it is since maybe 4 decades before, maybe even earlier, it is the objective of Netanyahu government to dismantle nuclear facilities in Iran, and if possible, to cause sort of an internal strife within the country, and again, if possible, as a further step, to dismantle the regime. So this is obviously expressed on several occasions. But on the contrary, the conditions on the ground in Iran seems that an outside attack to the country simply, at least as far as we can see from certain levels of society, brought even the contenders of the regime into the support of the government. So I think in terms of a regime change, that's a very, very precarious objective and very dangerous one. As far as I can assess, perhaps even the Gulf countries, the Arab states in the Gulf countries, would, I believe, secretly object to that idea because they are not sure what kind of regime is going to replace with the existing regime in Iran. So I think as much problem, whatever the problem Israel might cause to Iran, I think it's going to be a gain on the part of the Netanyahu government, dismantling of lots of facilities, ballistic missile production capabilities, so on and so forth. But regime change would require, at some level, perhaps even a ground-level involvement of at least United States troops, which is, I don't think, which is one of the things that President Trump actually declared when he came to power that he's not going to do.
Yeah, although there seems little doubt that Iran's leadership has been seriously weakened by this. When it comes to how they proceed going forward, I mean, do you think the events of the last 11 days will serve to push Iran's nuclear program further underground? They'll proceed with it, but without the oversight of the IAEA.
Well, I think there was some level of oversight from the IAEA, but we don't know how much damage actually caused to nuclear facilities in Iran. And similarly, we don't know how much damage caused to certain facilities and production capabilities in Israel. So both sides are actually sort of causing lots of damages to each other. So the point is that if the conflict continues and if the conflict deepens, it might easily escalate into a wider regional problem, which might invite the intervention and or attention from China and Russia. And obviously, last night's attacks on Qatar showed there are also some sort of problems in terms of American sort of military bases in the Gulf. So yes, there are lots of, I believe, more than 50,000 American troops sort of spread around the Gulf countries. So I don't think American government, I don't think Trump's government would sort of want to put its troops in a very dangerous situation. So I think with the closure coming from United States, what do I mean by that is that when the United States bombed certain, especially the Fordo, nuclear facilities, I think that would serve as a closure, because at some level, what I think is perhaps Iran wouldn't accept a defeat, from Israel, but a defeat from the United States would be more manageable to explain. And even that attack was sort of retaliated, although symbolically, towards Qatar.
Mehmet, good to get your thoughts. Appreciate you coming on the News Hour. Mehmet Akif Kirecci there, joining us live from Ankara. Thank you.